Hi, this is Satya Kadivel from Tamil Nadu State of India. This video message is mainly about an update which I want to give to the Honorable President of China, Russia, Russian Defense Team and the Honorable country leaders of UAE, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Pakistan and North Korea about the scheduled conciliation meeting between EY company authorities and myself, which is scheduled on 28th October, which is coming Tuesday in Bangalore LabourCommissioner office. So this conciliation meeting is the first legal procedure against EY company authorities, where during this conciliation meeting, Bangalore Labour Commissioner Office authorities will schedule a face-to-face meeting between me and EY company authorities along with Labour Commissioner officers to mutually discuss and to mutually amicably settle the issue between me and EY company authorities, which is about the most cruel and completely unjustified illegal termination of my EY company job and the next attempted very high sensitive crime attempt against me by EY company authorities under joint coordination of criminal Anand Ambani and his closely associated psycho criminal Asokan Perisamy in planning to wrongly frame me under clause 7B allegations to completely spoil my future and my professional career. If this conciliation meeting fails, as next step, my case will be automatically forwarded to Bangalore Labour Court and then subsequently to Bangalore High Court and then Supreme Court of India. So this is where I request for high monitoring and support from all 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders and UN Human Rights, UN Women and International Criminal Court, because it is for the very reason the Big Five consulting firm EY company authorities who have executed most cruel and completely unjustified illegal termination of my EY company job within just 1 week of me sending email to EY company authorities by stating that I am expecting a response soon from the UN Security Council permanent member country leader of China. After sending this email, within next 1 week, EY company authorities have executed the most cruel and sudden illegal termination of my EY company job for the very reason that criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi have directly influenced EY company authorities to execute this completely unjustified sudden illegal termination of my EY company job and have encouraged them that by stating that he will misuse his Prime Minister authority to easily influence the High Court and Supreme Court judges of India to easily escape the EY company authorities from the committed high sensitive crime against me. Also, it is also the very reason for the same EY India team authorities who cruelly stepped in for the second time to completely spoil my future and my professional career by planning to wrongly frame me under clause 7B allegations of revised offer letter is again for the one and only reason that criminal Anand Ambani and criminal Mukesh Ambani family have strongly encouraged EY company authorities by stating that criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi will misuse his Prime Minister authority to easily influence the High Court and Supreme Court judges of India to easily escape EY company authorities and to give judgment in favor of EY company authorities even if they place any kind of cruel false allegations against me to wrongly frame me under clause 7B to completely spoil my future and my professional career under the request of the criminals of Nachatal murder case and the main psycho criminal Asokan Perisamy. So this is where I would like to convey my wholehearted thanks and gratitude to the Honorable President of China and all addressed country leaders for stepping in at the right time at the most critical point and for saving me from being pushed to suicidal point by my EY partner Ram Deshpande and other involved EY India team authorities who went to very extreme criminal extent to execute cruel manhandling and harassment against me in EY Ruby Tower office to desperately block the required correction of the high sensitive mistake made in my termination letter to completely spoil my future and my professional career. As the addressed country leaders are well aware of the fact that my EY partner Ram Deshpande and other involved EY India authorities have intentionally made me to wait for solid 7 months of waiting period without giving me any response about the required correction in my termination letter under the influence of criminal Anand Ambani and his associated psycho criminal Asokan Perisamy with the main motive to first create high survival expenses for me and then after making me to wait for 7 months of long waiting period. After that, my EY partner Ram Deshpande and the involved EY HR team authorities have sent me cruel forgery response on 8 July 2025 by trying to illegally and to abruptly block me from visiting any EY officers without making a single word or statement or comment about my actually main addressed issue of the required correction in my termination letter. Even after that, I have waited for another solid 2 weeks, and after that, when I directly visited EY Ruby Tower office and pleaded to give me to properly investigate and to give me the required correction in my termination letter, again my EY partner Ram Deshpande and EY Ruby Tower facility head Sankat and other 4 EY male authorities under direct influence of criminal Anand Ambani and criminal Mukesh Ambani family have executed most cruel manhandling and harassment against me and have given directions to forcefully take me out of EY Ruby Tower office with a very extreme desperate motive to illegally block the required correction of the high sensitive mistake made in my termination letter by my EY team authorities. Just cross compare, my EY partner Ram Deshpande could not wait for more than 4 days. He could not wait for more than 4 days for me to return back to India, and to work on project. And he did not give me any intimation about the possibility of termination of my job if I could not travel back to India for project work within the given completely unjustified period of 4 days. But the same EY partner Ram Deshpande have made me to wait and have given me wait for solid 7 months of waiting period and have given me mental harassment. And even after that 7 months of waiting period, my EY partner Ram Deshpande was not ready to give the correction of the high sensitive mistake made in my termination letter. Can you just straightforward and do the comparison, right? For the very first time, my EY partner Ram Deshpande, when he sent intimation from EY HR Mohammed asking me to sending me first objection of my long leave, asking me to return back to India for project work, he gave me completely unjustified very short notice of just 4 days, and immediately on the 5th day he terminated my job. But the same EY partner Ram Deshpande, he was not ready to give the required correction of the mistake made in my termination letter for solid 7 months, more than half a year. He cruelly wasted my professional career, and even after that 7 months of waiting period, he gave me mental harassment and he executed cruel manhandling and harassment by using EY Ruby Tower facility head Sanket and other authorities to desperately block the required correction of the high sensitive mistake made in my termination letter. The employee was ready to wait to get the required correction of the mistake made by the EY team authorities for more than 7 months. But even after that, my EY partner Ram Deshpande was not ready to correct the mistake of the EY team authorities. But the same EY partner Ram Deshpande, soon after I sent email that I am expecting response soon from the UN Security Council permanent member country leader of China. With soon after sent the email, my EY partner Ram Deshpande have said, within 1 week, he executed sudden illegal termination of my EY company job, pre-planned illegal termination of my EY company job by giving me completely unjustified, very short period of 4 days to intentionally make me not to return back to India, and he straightforward violated the terms and conditions of the EY offer letter, which I have explained in my detailed petition. He not only gave unjustified time period of 4 days, he has my EY partner Ram Deshpande and other EY HR team others have done straightforward violation of the terms and conditions of the employment agreement between EY company and me. So apart from these 2 things, I would like to convey my wholehearted thanks and gratitude to the Honorable President of China and all addressed country leaders, because at that critical moment when I faced 23rd July manhandling and harassment, which got escalated to Shivaji Nagar police station, even at that time the EY Ruby Tower facilitator Sankat have mentioned that only somebody from EY legal team will contact me and will discuss about the issue. But it's only due to the interference of the Honorable President of China and all addressed country leaders, I was able to get a very proper recorded video call with the senior most EY HR consulting head Nitin Grover sir, who gave me a very proper clarification during the recorded video call, and also he gave me a very proper revised relieving letter with record correction and all requested documents from his side. So during the recorded video call with the EY HR consulting head Nitin Grover sir on 24th July, he has multiple times reiterated in the recorded video call that Satya EY company does not have any kind of moral turpitude allegations or any other kind of complaints against me. He repeatedly reiterated that it's not just moral turpitude allegations. We don't have any other kind of allegations or complaints against you. And then he clearly mentioned that we have already given you 4 months of long leave support, but we could not give you any further longer support because the project team people were facing heavy project workload because of my absence, and they have to share my project work as well. And at the same time, when I'm kept unutilized in the company, they could not hire another resource in my place until they terminate my job. And then he sent, and then he mentioned that if I have sent one-to-one email to the EY team authorities, I would have got this record correction long back. That last one I would not accept because I have evidence of solid 221 one-to-one communications which I have sent to both my EY partner Ram Deshpande and my other involved EY India team authorities to get the record correction made termination. This is the crux. So after I have the conciliation meeting with the EY company authorities, I will give an update to the Honorable President of China and all addressed country leaders. And once again, I would like to convey my wholehearted thanks and gratitude to the Honorable President of China and all addressed country leaders for helping me to get the required correction in my termination letter and all requested documents. Because if we had not interfered at the time, definitely my EY partner Ram Deshpande and other EY company authorities would have pushed me to suicidal point, and their main criminal plan is that to directly push me to court case prosecutions for this cross number correction and to directly appear to court case prosecutions and to place any kind of cruel false allegations against me, to wrongly frame me under clause 7B, or to place any other kind of cruel false allegations against me to completely spoil my future and my professional career by using criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is what their master criminal plan. So now I'll explain. Also, I request the Honorable President of China and all addressed country leaders to please take 1 hour of time during this weekend or whenever you get time to read through the 32 pages of main document, because this is the base document for all the future case proceedings, even court case proceedings against EY company. I don't have time to explain in detail. Please go through the 32 pages of the main document. I'll just show the document now and the main points, how to read through the documents and the attached relevant record documents for the main petition. Thank you. So this is the summon notice sent from Bangalore LabourCommissioner office to me and the 6 EY company authorities regarding my petition to have discussion on 28th October. So this is completely in Kannada language, which is native language of Karnataka state. So they have mentioned it's EY and versus Satya Kadirvel. They have mentioned the date when I have registered the petition in LabourCommissioner office, which is 24th September 2025. And then they have given the date that the conciliation meeting was is scheduled on 28th October 2025 at 3 p.m. IST. And summon notice signed with office signature, seal and signature, office of the Deputy Labour Commissioner Bangalore, signature. Petition is between Satya Kadirvel versus 6 EY company authorities. Number 1, my EY partner Ram Deshpande. Number 2, EY HR Director Hina Mudaliar. These 2 authorities are the number 1 main authorities involved in the involved in executing the illegal termination of my EY company job. Ram Deshpande sir is the main approval authority for my job termination. Hina Mudaliar is the signing authority of my termination letter and for executing the termination, illegal termination formalities. And EY Ruby Tower facility head Sankat, who is the main accused in executing the cruel manhandling and harassment against me under directions of some senior EY authorities and under influence of criminal Anand Ambani. And the next notice is for EYHR Consultant Paresh Jain sir. He is the main authority with whom I have been interacting for solid more than 3 months, to whom I have been communicating about the required clause number correction and my appointment request with Ramdesh Pandey sir through Skype messages, which the EY Ruby Tower lady receptionist Poonam madam was right in front of me communicating my appointment request and required clause number correction messages through Skype to EYHR consultant Paresh Jain sir, and he was also responding that tell Satya that you have communicated to HR team, like that. And EYHR Director Shanil Mirza, he is the supervisor of EYHR Director Hina Mudaliar. So Hina Mudaliar is completely on a long leave, maternity leave throughout the 7 months of time period when I was following with EY company. So initially my petition to Hina Mudaliar was immediately redirected to Shanil Mirza. His response was not proper, and again he forcefully called me to get into video call with him, and intentionally during the video call he humiliated me and made hurtful comments under the influence of criminal Anandamani and some senior EY company authorities, even after I mentioned that I don't want to discuss with him. So he has made some comments, and also in the recorded video call he has made some statements. He's very strong manual witness to prove the strongly planned forgery crime against me by EY company authorities to wrongly frame me under clause 7B allegations. He is very strong manual witness. And next, EY India Chairman Sivaraju Memani sir, he is the top #1 main person involved in giving directions to EY partner Ramdesh Pandey to execute most cruel and sudden illegal termination of my EY company job under direct influence of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And again, it's only EY India Sivaraju Memani who have given strong approval to EY partner Ramdesh Pandey sir and other EY authorities to not to respond for me for the record correction my termination letter, and to proceed ahead to wrongly frame me under clause 7B allegations of revised offer letter by misusing the confusion created for me due to the mistake made in my termination letter. So this is the summon notice, and they have sent it me through postal letter, and this is the officially registered case petition in the Labour Commissioner office with the seal and signature. So this copy is given to the 6 EY company, is sent through summon notice, legal notice to the 6 EY company authorities between Ms. Satya Kadirben versus EY partner Ramdesh Pandey, Hina Mudaliar, EY Ruby Tower facility at Sankat, and EYHR consultant Paresh Jain sir, and EYHR Director Shanil Mirza, EY India CEO Raju Memani. The summon notice, legal notice sent to the 6 EY company authorities, and we have been asked to come for conciliation meeting on 28th October 3 PM IST. So what I want the request, what I want the addressed country leaders is to please spend time in reading through the 32 pages of my main petition, memorandum of application for reinstatement of my job and other acts made in the procedures. These 32 pages alone, please go through, please take your time and go through it, and within this 32 pages I would have made reference to these document numbers, document number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around 23 documents I have referenced. Whichever document you feel like it is important that you want to see, you can directly go type the page number, starting page number, which is 33 or 47 in the PDF document. That would be that respective document number. For example, so this is part 1. In the, part 1, and in this part 2 you will see the starting page of my memorandum of the big document I have broken up into part 1 and part 2. Part 1 will have just first 3 pages of my document, and part 2 will have the remaining 110 pages of my document, because to make sure that the page numbers should not get confused, to make sure that page number appear correctly, I have broken up this PDF document into 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. So this is the main memorandum application 32. So when I say here memorandum of application or is 1 to 32 pages. In page number 1, this is the memorandum of application which is starting, and in page 32, if you just click as 32 in PDF, this will end. That's it. This will end. So in this, just I want to highlight the main point number 7 and 8, where I have mentioned about the case prosecution which we have started in Madras High Court for the affair forgery done in Nachatal murder case, and the three main criminals of Nachatal murder case criminals names: criminal Sivakumar Velusamy and his wife Susi Sivakumar, criminal Asokan Perisamy and criminal Shanmugam alias Pilakal Thotam Shanmugam and his wife. These are the top three main murder criminals of Nachatal murder case and their associated team. Point number 8, I have clearly mentioned to the addressed country leaders that it is not that I directly jumped to UN Security Council country leaders of UK, USA, France and China and Russia. No, not at all like that. Initially, we properly prosecuted the case in Madras High Court. Justice was cruelly denied. On top of that, even protection order for my family was cruelly denied in Madras High Court. It's only after that we went to Delhi. So, we placed our last hope on central government. I have submitted a solid 80 direct complaint petitions which has seal and signature of Criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi's office and India's Defence Minister Office, Home Minister Office, President's Office, Delhi Police, all hierarchy authorities, Central Vigilance Commissions. I have the original petitions with the seal and signature of all these Indian central government leadership team and others. But none of our petitions have been even taken up for investigation due to the influence of criminal Mukesh Ambani family in support of the three main criminals of Nachatal murder case. On top of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi in doing this injustice to my family when we travelled all the way from the southern tip of India to North India. On top of this, he gave approval for the CBI team to execute cruel illegal arrest of my family at Bagdogra Airport to block us from exiting India and to block us from travelling to Hong Kong to submit our petition to the Honorable President of China. So, state government did not give us justice. Narendra Modi, he is not ready to give us justice. On top of that, he is like, I will not give justice for the widowed Indian farmer's family background mother and her two daughters, and at the same time, I will not let you to get justice from the UN Security Council also. You just get killed within the country itself. I will not give you justice, and I will not let you to get justice from UN Security Council. That's why I make the very correct statement. The most cruel, sinful and tyranny rule of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So point number 8, I have clearly mentioned that since no support was given by state government and Indian central government, we started escalated International Criminal Court and UN Security Council permanent member country leaders and have got 2 level of response. Only in that response letter of International Criminal Court, they have mentioned that if I get referral from UN Security Council with additional details and sensitivity of the crimes, then they will reconsider the option of prosecuting my case in the International Criminal Court. So that's why after that, based on the response of the International Criminal Court only, I started reaching out to the UN Security Council permanent member country leaders of USA, UK, France and then China. I did not reach out to Russia at that time because at that time Russia, Ukraine was at the peak and we are not sure if we would get attention at that time. So that's why we did not reach out to Russia at that time. I have, so I would like to highlight to the country leaders that the cold-blooded and most sensitive 2nd July 2022 Delhi police murder attempt is very, very closely interlinked with the crimes of e-way company authorities, starting from the crime of illegal termination of my e-way company job and the second time most cruel forgery response sent on 8th July. The crime of cold-blooded 2nd July 2022 Delhi police murder attempt is closely interlinked with the crimes of the e-way company authorities, and at the same time for these two interlinking of these two crimes, the main evidence is the repeated sensitive crimes done in my SBI bank account statement forgery. Exactly the day before the execution of cold-blooded 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt, my SBI bank account salary credit have been illegally blocked in e-way company. And in my 1 year 10 months on period, my salary have never ever been blocked, but exactly on the day before the execution of cold-blooded 2nd July Delhi police murder, my e-way company salary credit have been illegally blocked for my SBI bank account. Another strong evidence is that I have already submitted the screenshot evidence that in my 6 years of generated SBI bank account statement, in the 6 years of auto-generated my SBI bank account statement, exactly my actively worked period duration in e-way company, that salary statement, that period duration alone have been illegally removed from the automated generation of my SBI bank account statement. This is a 100% indisputable evidence to prove that some SBI bank authorities have been misused by the criminals of Nachathal murder case to illegally archive and to remove the the complete bank statements for my actively worked period duration in EY company, which is from April 2021 till August 2022. So, for example, here if I have mentioned as document number 5, if the country leaders wants to, wait, I'll take 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt. This is salary credit. For example, second copy of the registered complaint about 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt in the Defence Minister Office of India is filed herewith and marked as document number 4. So, if the country leaders go to the part 1 of my PDF, you can see which page number is document number 4. So, document number 4 is page number 49. So, you again go to part 2, you just type page number 49. Enter, you will get the document number 4, which is 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt. Original copy scanned petition. You see the Defence Minister Office of India seal and signature. Honorable Defence Minister of India. I have mentioned about the detailed cold-blooded 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt executed by the main criminal Sivakumar Velusamy and his wife Susi and criminal Asokan Perisamy and main Nachathal murder mastermind murder criminal Shanmugam alias Pelakal Shanmugam and Thiruvananthapuram and CBCD officer are the big team of criminals. I have even attached the emergency email I addressed to Defence Minister of India and Defence Minister of USA Lloyd Austin sir during the 2nd July cold-blooded 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt. Out of all the crimes done against my family, the most cold-blooded 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt is the very high sensitive crime done against my family, because in no country. Just realize a widowed mother, a widowed Indian mother from an agricultural background, farmers family of India, a widowed Indian mother and her 2 daughters have travelled all the way from southern tip of India to northern tip of India, irrespective of different culture, language and everything, with the hope that the capital city police would give us protection from the murder attempts of criminals of Nachathal murder. But the same bloody criminal capital city police and the leadership team, the involved Delhi Joint Commissioner, have joined hands with the criminals of Nachathal murder case under influence of criminal Mukesh Ambani family and some involved politicians, and have came with a gun to shoot and kill my family inside Delhi Rose apartment by coordinating with the criminal North Indian residents who were residing in the Delhi Rose apartment. And after we got to know that they are coming to kill us, and after myself and my sister went outside to first go to US Embassy, and then we travelled to Apollo Indraprastha Hospital. All the way throughout this time, almost like 1.5 hours, the 2 criminal Delhi police officers have secretly chased me and my sister for that 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and at Apollo Indraprastha Hospital they have come to shoot and kill me and my sister. I have even prepared the map. Map picture. It's page number 90. In page number 90, the country leaders can see the map picture of Delhi. Exactly while preparing the map picture of cold-blooded 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt only, again at that time only the EY company authorities have sent me cruel forgery response on 8 July. I have attached that evidence as well. When I was preparing the map, about to complete the map picture of the cold-blooded 2nd July Delhi police murder, at that time only the EY company authorities have sent me cruel forgery response by trying to illegally and abruptly block me from visiting EY offices without making a single word or statement about the main address issue of the record correction with termination letter. This is the map picture. First, they tried to shoot and kill me and my sister and my mother in Delhi Rose apartment, and to close the case as Delhi police encounter case of the 3 women criminals from Tamil Nadu, for the only reason that there is no one else in the world to question the cold-blooded murder execution done against my family, if at all the Delhi police succeeds in their police encounter case against my family. This is the second attempt in which the criminal Delhi police have made it to the Apollo Indraprastha hospital. They have even multiple times knocked our washroom door using some nurse or some ladies. At that time, I have managed to send the video message through WhatsApp to all UN authorities, whoever contacts I have saved. Many UN authorities have sent my video message, and I have managed to send a mass email to media channels and all country leaders. In that time, after that only they have stopped knocking our door, and throughout the entire night we stayed inside the ladies washroom. We were just 10 meters away from gunpoint of the 2 criminal Delhi police. It's only by God's grace we were able to survive that night, because of the fact that I was able to send the video message to many UN authorities in WhatsApp, and also mass emails I have immediately triggered, because another true fact is that the US Army have started responding. They have already responded for one of my petition, so I have sent the immediate message to US Army as well, and then I started escalating to China president and all media channels and UN authorities. So it's only because of that it got stopped at last minute. But couple of times they have knocked our door, washroom door, to proceed ahead to shoot and kill my sister at midnight in Apollo Indraprastha hospital. So this is it. I request the addressed country leaders to please go through the first 32 pages of the main petition. 32 pages of the main petition, memorandum of application, reinstatement other request made in the application. First 32 pages, and please go through the map picture of Delhi police murder attempt and the Delhi police murder attempt main petition also, which I have submitted to Defence Minister of India. Thank you.